Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Lynn Leche channel, and thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time. I just wanted to briefly explain the Lynn Leche oil and how to use it. So, pretty much, it's just coconut oil and marijuana. That's all it is. It's an edible oil, so ideally, you don't want to smoke this. This is something that you consume. Now, more than likely, if I introduced it to you or if I met you in the wintertime or in the fall, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like a solid, uh, this, or it could look like this. And it's really quite easy to warm it up. All you want to do is I'll go ahead and show you right here. Just want to take that off. And there's three ways you can do it. One way is that just actually, if you have this in your pocket, your body heat will warm it up. At a room temperature, it turns into a solid. And so, just like I said, if you kept this in your pocket 15 to 20 minutes, it'll warm up. Or if you, this one right here will actually just pop it in the microwave for like about 10 seconds. And that should warm up as well. And it's just an edible coconut oil. That's all it is. It's pretty simple. Um, Once it's heated up, it's activated and ready to go. You don't have to add anything to it. If you want, you could put it with your food or you could put it on something if you prefer a different taste with it. But you absolutely don't have to. You can consume it as it is. Go ahead and take it. That's about 20 seconds. So, yeah, about 30 seconds. You just take it in the microwave. Another alternative way, this same one, is that you can run it under hot water. Um, this one should be ready. You can run this under hot water for about a minute or so, depending, I guess, obviously on how hot the water is. I just want to, and so I'll go ahead and do that now. I'm not sure if you can hear the hot water running in the background, but and that's it. This has been in the microwave for about 20 or 30 seconds, and this is it. Ideally, this is how you want to consume it when it's in a liquid state. But it's really straightforward. It it should kick in within about, depending on what you have on your stomach. If you take it on an empty stomach, it'll kick in a little bit sooner, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. If you take it on a full stomach, it'll kick in a little bit delayed, maybe an hour, half or 2 hours. I will say, however, it does tend to last a little bit longer if you eat it on a full stomach. Either way, you're going to get a you're going to be able to feel something. This has happened on a few occasions to where someone will take it and they don't notice, or they don't feel like they notice anything in the first hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, even up to 3 hours. I've had people, this one lady in particular, she was quite adamant, it does not work on me. And I felt really bad. And then I was checking up on her, and then I ended up taking a nap and waking up and checking back with her, and it did kick in, and it kicked in full force when it did. So it's on basically on your metabolism, and everyone metabolizes things a little bit at different speeds. So um, we've been running under the hot water and about a minute or so, and now that one's good to go as well. By the way, this is the 45 milliliter size and the 90 milliliter size. I mean, each recommended dose. If you're new to edibles, I would suggest doing half of this. If you have experience, you can absolutely take a whole thing. It's going to be strong, and even potentially compared to in a typical edible that you take, there's a chance it could be different or stronger. It doesn't really have all the other additives. It doesn't have any sugar, anything unnatural. This is all natural things, and coconut oil happens to be the best carrier for marijuana. It absorbs 98%. So you're gonna get everything that you're looking for and plus in this one dose. Even for myself, I make these and I take these every single day. For about a year and a half now, I've taken them every single day. Tolerance hasn't built up. You don't get tired of it. I don't need an oil break. I love them. I use it every single day. With that being said, I still get humbled occasionally, once or twice a week. I'll think, hey, you know what? I make these. I'm familiar with these, and my tolerance is up. I'll take a little bit more. Don't do that. Don't do that. You'll figure out your level, what works for you, and when you should take of how much, and you'll be able to tinker with it. I take it whenever. I take it before I go to work. If I'm going to work, if I'm eating something, I usually cook it with my eggs, or I'll just take it right before I get on the train. And by the time I'm getting to work, I feel really good. I take it before I go to the gym, an hour and a half before I go to the gym, and it gives me a constant motivation throughout without really falling off. And of course, I take it in the evening. There's really not a bad time to take it. It helps with your rest. It helps with your appetite. It helps with your mood, your stress, inflammation. There really isn't a negative side effect about this. Even if you take a lot, let's just say you take a whole one of these and you're a rookie, and you get wiped out. I mean, the most that you're gonna do is you're gonna get incredible rest, and after that sleep, there'll be a little bit residual hangover. These do last 6 to 8, sometimes even more than that hours. So it's a pleasurable 6 to 8 hours. It's not violent. It's very subtle. It's subtle on the way up and it's subtle on the way down. But nonetheless, you can sleep it off. But even still, when you wake up, you still feel a little bit of a glow. So it's not anything heavy. It actually is pretty good. So that's it. It's pretty, like I said, really simple and straightforward. You don't have to add anything to it. You don't have to take more throughout the day. Once you take one dose, you're done. That's it. It's already in your body, in your bloodstream, in your system. It's gonna do its thing, and you're able to. It frees you up from having to constantly. I was and still am to some degree. I still smoke, but not to the volume that I used to. I was a long time smoker. And just one of the things as a long time smoker you recognize is how often you have to continue to, to keep smoking to maintain that high. And this is the best thing about it. It's better than a vape or a pen or a J or a blunt. Just from my experience is that you don't have to constantly refuel. It's one time, and you're done. You're off to the races. So that's pretty much what it is. It's just a coconut oil, and it's safe to use. It's really a good experience, and potentially a different time than you're used to. Yeah, if you had any questions, let me know. I'm always here to answer anything. I definitely love helping. Always available. Reach out to me, and yeah, and enjoy safely. Take care, and thank you for giving me your time.